Ah, crap. Whoops, another one. Ahoy there, YouTube. Well, I did a little bit of wheeling, a little bit of dealing, and some bartering, and I ended up with this. It's a 1992 Volvo 240 wagon. And I'm going to quick give her a brush off and then give you a rundown on her. Alrighty, well, I don't really feel like brushing snow off for infinity, so that's going to have to be good enough. Sounds like, to my understanding, this car was owned by one guy for 16 years. And then he passed on to another guy who drove it for a couple years, and then sold it to another kid who had it for a little while. And I think between the last couple owners, before the last guy I got it from, who basically just got it, and I don't think he really did anything with it, it's kind of fallen into some state of disrepair. But I think we can get her fixed up. It's definitely got some heavy weight reduction going on in the lower section of the doors over here, on the wheel wells and stuff like that. And then rear bumper's missing, but that's not a big deal. I got one on the parts car over there I can take off of it. What else is there to really say? I don't know what works and what does not work because I've not really dug that far into it. But I think this will be a good car for me to give a quick blast of paint at the bottom, put some of the trim back on it, and then fix the interior up. And I think it'll be a good car to run and drive. Front seat's pretty well blown out. I do have another seat for it inside. It does have a center console. I don't think it's a console with cup holders, and it's all kind of bent up. No, there's no cup holders. It's a 5-speed. There's no pedal pads on it. It has, on the odometer, 204, but I'm assuming it's busted because there's 0 sitting there. There's no glove box, but that's not a big deal. I can get one of those. Dashboard is pretty typical cracks, not surprising. I don't know if this works or not. I don't know, the battery might even be dead right now, so I'm not 100% positive. Let's see if it even does anything. Oh, there's something going on in here. There's a fuel pump hooked up on a toggle switch. You can probably hear it kicked on right there. So that's gonna be something I'm gonna have to fix up. It's got power windows, and said all the power windows work. This is a little bit derpy, so I'm gonna have to get that fixed up. I have not even actually driven this car, to be completely honest. Let's see if we start. Almost. It's a bit cold. There we go. So, it's got a, slow the lights on, holy crap, like everything's on. I wonder if any of these will shut off in time. Yeah, there's gotta be some electrical going on with this thing. Not a big deal, I can get her taken care of in a little while. A little bit later on down the road. Oh, there we go. Now it's just service and check engine. Just had to give it the beans. And we're missing a glove box, missing a glove box, we're missing an ashtray. Blower motor only works on 3 and 4, so their resistor's bad. The blower motor sounds pretty bad too. Looks like it's gonna be easy to get to anyway. Ooh, that sounds terrible. I do have a blower motor actually, so that's good. Hazards work. Focus here, does the cigarette lighter work? Not that this really matters, it's just be nice to charge a phone. Yep, it's warm. And yeah, here's the back seat over here. It could use some cleaning. There's 25 cents. I'm rich here already. Came with a lot of parts, so let's go look at the parts list. Here's another seat bottom that it came with. It came with a 3rd row seat. It's also like a sensor for, it's definitely got a magnetic pickup on the end, so maybe it's a wheel speed sensor. It's all filleted anyway, it's junk. It's got, what else is in here? Looks like we got some other stuff in here, some vacuum lines, fuel lines. Looks like fuel lines, maybe, I'm not sure. We got an empty box, some snow that fell on my phone, a Volvo cap, another empty box, looks like there's a thermostat right here, some other little odds and ends. I'm not sure what this is right here. EGR probably. It looks like it has a fuel pump block-off plate on it, so maybe it's a pump of sorts. Some tail lights, some hose clamps from the parts store. Oh, it's got a full set of mirrors. I've not really fully gone through this car yet, so this is all a little bit of a surprise to me. I said a full set of mirrors, I meant a full set of lenses. Ignore me, I'm dumb. I'm missing a door panel over here, which is fine. I got one on the parts car over there, so that can fill that gap in pretty good. I'm guessing this rear hatch probably does not open, or it could be locked. see, a little bit sticky, but not a big deal. We got a couple oil filters, a couple belts, some new corner lenses. That'll be really nice. I'll put those on at some point in time. It looks like some new lift shocks, a bunch of bulbs and relays. That's really handy. Looks like there's a fuel pump right here. Yep, nice fuel pump. I think that's the in-tank pump, but I could be wrong. Looks like we got some sort of vacuum diaphragm. What do we got in here? Oh, hey, we got a little temp gauge. Sorry if the camera's not focusing on that. That's kind of cool. Got some brake pads. What are they for? Fronts or rears? Because if they're for the rears, I've already got like 50 rears in the basement. Not even. Our front. Look at that. That'll be a huge bonus. I don't know if this thing needs brakes at all. Like I said, I honestly haven't even driven it, so we might go on a test drive together. What else is in here? I don't know what this is supposed to be. It looks like a thing. Maybe some stuff, electrical thing of sorts. Let's see now. We got some brake pins right there. I didn't need any of those. I got plenty of them, but that's fine. I won't say no to extra parts. And that looks like that's really about all the doodads it's come with. I'll have to put a bunch of stuff in there. It really needs a good clean in the interior, but that's stuff I can do easily. Looks like it's got all the missing trim and the factory chrome roof rack up top there. That shit a little hard. I have to grease it up. Somebody took the factory chrome rack off. You can kind of see they plugged it right here with some little connectors, those little quick clip things, the little Satan clips. So I might fill that properly. I might put that chrome roof rack back on. I don't really know. It's got a lot of beauty rings and the center caps and stuff like that, so I think I can pull these wheels off and paint them black, make them look halfway decent. Hang all the trim on it, fix a little bit of the rust, change some motor mounts because I'm pretty sure it's gonna need them, and then do some other little odds and ends. I think it'll be a decent looking car. I definitely want to fix some of the electrical issues with it. Let's see if the hood pops. There we go. Had to brush off a little bit of snow to get some weight off the hood. But yeah, there she is. I have no idea if there's oil in it. I have no idea if there's transmission fluid in it. I've checked literally nothing. So, it's got a nice battery at least. So, I think she'll be a good car. Definitely gonna have to fix her up. Looks like there's a bunch of different connectors and stuff that are missing. All a bunch of junk. I don't know. Take some time, run through it, test everything out later on. I'll get her in the garage maybe sometime soon after I get it fixed. The garage fixed because I broke it. And then we'll dive into this thing. We'll try to get some parts swapped out, make it look halfway decent. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty, we are back in. Got a suction cup mount on here. Kick the fuel pump on. Starts up pretty good. Pull the parking brake off, which the parking brake has like no resistance against it, but it seemingly works. Put a seatbelt on for safety. Oh boy. Oh, they're not in the console like on my wagon, my other wagon. Yeah, wagon. Which wagon? You got 4, 5? 4 or 5. I have 4 or 5 wagons. I don't know. Yeah, I see the blue Volvo. All my Volvos are blue except for my gray one. Anyway, let's go for a test drive. Clutch is a little bit soft. Really soft. Blinkers are working. Dust bouncing in the back. There's a shift up indicator. That's weird. Not used to that. Yep, odometer doesn't roll over. So who knows how many miles this thing actually has. 204, it's probably Judging by the interior of this thing, probably near 3, or it just really hasn't been loved. But we'll give it the love it needs, because that's what we do. Hey, the service engine soon, or not service engine soon, the maintenance light went off. This is, I think, an M47, so this is a true 5-speed. So that's going to be a little bit different to get used to driving as well. Definitely needs an alignment. Feels like I had probably recent work done because everything feels tight. But they probably did an eyeball alignment. Well, at least they did a better job than I did with the 92. God, it's slushy as shit out here. It's 4th gear. We're doing 40, almost 50 miles an hour. It's weird seeing miles per hour too in a wagon. These are kilometers from like 80 and 245. It's really too slushy out here for me to want to get any sort of speed. There's an entire layer of ice and slush all over the roads. But it's got a full tank of gas, supposedly. The temp gauge is not going up. I'll have to figure that out. What's going on with that? There we hit 55. We're about to hit 60. 5th gear. God, that feels weird to do. I'm so used to the push button or the little switch like on my the rusty GT. I do not want to use my wiper blades. Those wiper blades are shit. I'm about to scratch the crap out of my windshield. Great. Well, I mean, it's a Volvo. It's doing Volvo things. Well, I think that's really all there is to cover with. There's, sadly, as of right now. She's an old Volvo wagon. She does old Volvo wagon things. So we'll get her in the garage here, hopefully in the next couple weeks. I gotta get some more wood for my wood stove because I'm almost out. But either way, we'll get her in the garage. We'll jack her up. We'll check the brakes out. We'll clean the interior out really good. We'll check all the fluids. Check the bushings out. Give her a good once over. See what it needs, see what it doesn't need. And then we'll start picking the parts car clean and then scrounging non-existent Volvos at junkyards because they don't exist around here. Not in junkyards anyway. But anyway, appreciate you guys watching and catch you the next one. Adios.